Everybody, it's Nicole. So right now I'm in Florida, if you notice the different setting. But those of you who follow me on Twitter and Snapchat and probably Instagram too, I've been posting a lot of pictures. Most people know by now that I'm in Florida, so for those of you who don't know, I'm currently in Florida and it is humid as hell, and like I'm doing this in like one of those sunrooms that have like the screen. I'm sweating. I did not vlog the road trip down here, mainly because I already have a bunch of road trip to Florida vlogs, so I didn't really want to do it again. Plus I was sick. I wanted to like sleep most of the time, and I just did not have the energy to like pull out my camera and film. Yeah, I just want to tell you guys like a story time about literally like the worst road trip ever. I think it's like an omen or something. Like every time I take a road trip, something goes wrong. Last time my car died, this time just a whole different array of things happened. So I'm just gonna get right into the story.
The stupidest idea I've had so far. I think I'm going to get a hotel and sleep in. I'll see you tomorrow.
Me and my mom planned months ago to go down to Florida around Christmas. We were originally going to fly, but the flights are ridiculously expensive around Christmas, obviously because they know everyone's home from school and everyone's traveling, and they just like price gouge everything, which I don't see how that's allowed, but whatever. You know, Christmas night comes, like the night after Christmas. It's 3 a.m. I pulled an all-nighter because, like I said, I was sick. I didn't even pack until like literally half an hour before I left my house. Like I procrastinated to the fullest extent. So we leave my house. It was like around 3:30, and we're driving. Everything is going smooth. My mom plugs in the address in her GPS. I was like, Mom, this GPS sucks. Last time I used it, it kept freezing on me, and it was bringing me all sorts of crazy directions, and I got lost for 2 hours because of this thing. And she's like, oh, well, I don't know what you did, but whatever. Like, okay, so she didn't listen to me, obviously. And all of a sudden, the GPS started acting up, rerouting us in every which direction. It just, like, was bringing us all over the place. And at this point, we were still in New York, like, and it was just, the GPS was so confused, and then it froze, and it wasn't updating, and then it lost signal, and it was just terrible. So we got lost for a little bit, kind of delayed us a little. Our original time to get to Florida was 7 p.m., guys. Just keep that in mind. We hit so much traffic, and I told her that once we hit Virginia, we were going to be stuck in traffic. She didn't seem to believe me, but we were stuck in a lot of freaking traffic. So I was like, oh, well, this is just Virginia, like, you know, this always happens, whatever. Little did we know that the traffic was going to be the same all the way down to South Carolina. Okay, like there was obviously like breaks in between the traffic, but for the majority of the entire road trip, it was traffic, literally driving 4 miles an hour, 10 miles an hour, like bumper to bumper, like stopped, like it was terrible. So we kept like pulling over to the side, getting like lunch, dinner, whatever, hoping that when we got back on the road, like things would clear out a little bit. At one point there was an accident on the side of the road that kind of like delayed things, but overall it was just miserable. I was sick, like I just did not want to be in the car anymore. We stopped over for dinner at a gas station, and there was like a Wendy's and a Dairy Queen there. And I've never eaten Dairy Queen, so it's kind of like iffy about it, because, you know, I like going to places I know, but I was like, oh, I'll go to Wendy's, whatever. We ended up going to both. Like, we got one thing from Dairy Queen and one thing from Wendy's to kind of like mix match, I guess. And then we're eating. My mom is like waiting for her food at Wendy's, and they were out of every single thing that she wanted, so she was like, forget it, and went back to Dairy Queen. There was this like really good like apple pie thing, so I told her to get it for me, and we were sharing it. And of course then, I don't know, my mom wanted fries. I go up there, I waited 20 minutes for a medium fry, so I was like, okay, like I can see how this is going already. I then go back to the table with the fries after 20 minutes, and my mom finds something in the ice cream. I don't even want to talk about it. It was disgusting. I'm just going to show you the video of what it was. I really just don't want to know. Ugh.
That's not even funny. What is that?
Found this after I ate the whole ice cream.
But especially being sick and then seeing that just made me even worse. Like, it was just disgusting. The food court thing, like, they were bleaching the floors, like, while everyone was sitting there trying to eat. And it was so disgusting. Like, everyone was running out of there. Like, it was, like, literally burning people's eyes, the smell of bleach. It was terrible. So we left. There wasn't much traffic at that point. We were driving. Then all of a sudden, we, like, finally reached Georgia. And at 10:30 at night, which, mind you, again, we were supposed to be there at 7. 10:30 at night at this point, and we were in a dead stop traffic. Like, we were going so slow, not going anywhere. There was no accidents or anything. It was just traffic. Go figure, we just so happened to be traveling on the busiest travel day of the year. Of course, like, nobody, like, gave me that memo. We finally make it into Georgia. My mom was starting to get tired, and, like, I told her, I was like, I could easily drive the rest of the way. We only had, like, 2 hours or 3 hours to go. But at the same time, I was sick, and I had taken medicine, and I was, like, pretty tired myself, and I was like, what's the point of, like, rushing there to go to sleep anyway? Because at this point, our estimated arrival time was like 1 or 2 a.m. So we're like, by the time we get there, we're just going to sleep anyway. So, like, why kill ourselves? Like, we ended up getting a hotel. We went to the hotel, and I was, like, so thirsty. And there was ice cubes in the refrigerator. But, like, somebody, like, put them in, like, an ice cube tray. And I was like, oh, I'm not using this. There was literally a hair in the ice cubes. And I'm pretty sure there was, like, bugs in the other ice cubes. And, but I just felt so sick and so disgusting for me in the car and, like, whatever. So I was like, I have to shower. Okay. I get so skeeved out by other people's showers. If you don't have a clean shower, I will judge the shit out of you. I go in the shower and then, like, it looked clean. But then, as I put my shampoo bottle down in the corner of the bathtub, there was, like, all, like, hair and shit. Gross, okay? Like, the overall hotel was clean, but, like, somebody, like, kind of missed a few spots in the shower, which really skeeved me out. In that bathroom, actually, my phone, I put it on top of the toilet, and it slipped off. And now I have a crack in my brand new phone, but you can't even tell. Like, I had no idea it was there. The rest of the road trip, actually, wasn't that bad, because there was no traffic anymore. We got up super early to avoid all the traffic, but we made it to Florida. I think we got here around... yeah, it was like 9 a.m. And I had bought NyQuil because the DayQuil didn't really help my symptoms that I had. So I was like, whatever, I'll just get NyQuil. I'm not even kidding you guys. I took it within 10 minutes. I was knocked out. Like, I had no control over my body. Like, I just went to sleep. It's like a tranquilizer. Like, it's so bad. We would have literally had to drive 24 hours to get to somewhere that took 16 hours to get to. So it was pretty interesting. Very interesting series of events, I will say. But, you know, you guys can always see what I'm doing on Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat, all that. Links will be down below. And I hope to see you guys in my next video.